Hello and welcome to the video. My name is AnimeBuuga and today we are going to talk about Sword Art Online, Alicization, War of Underworld, Episode 9. Damn, that is such a mouthful title. So last episode basically marks the end of the war in the Underworld. So now we are continuing the war in real life, right? Because the RAF is still under attack by those terrorists. So in this episode, basically, this episode confirms that Gabriel is really dead. So as you remember, in the last episode, Kirito slain him so bad to the point where I think his real life brain can't take it and maybe self-destructed in that way, because usually if you die in, I'm not sure, this is not consistent. I'm not sure whether if you die in Underworld you die in real life or not. I'm pretty sure that's not the case, because Vasago have died previously and he just logged in back with a new account, right? But in Gabriel's case, in Gabriel too, he died once. But this time, when Kirito killed him, it killed him in Underworld. He literally died in real life, right? His face become distorted. He looks fucking ugly, and he deserves that death after what he does, after what he did in Underworld. So Gabriel was dead. The fun thing is, he literally saw his soul being dragged down by all his previous murders, including Alicia, his fiancée, when he was the first person that he killed when he was a children. So that was a kind of satisfying ending for him. The thing is, when one of the technical dude on the terrorist didn't check for Vasago. He thought Vasago is dead, so he just continued on. So when I don't remember his name, when they are trying to extract Kirito and Asuna from their STL from Underworld, the terrorists actually tried to destroy Alice, because their mission is, if you can't get Alice, destroy it. Make sure nobody gets their hands on it. So they are trying to destroy Alice by planting a bomb inside the engine room, and they overheat the engine room. So basically, I think Mr. Kyoka, his name, because Mr. Kyoka go down to help destroy the bomb, but he was injured in the process. So everyone that went to defuse that bomb injured. Suddenly, one of the robot that can host an AI in the RAF started moving on its own, and it's Heathcliff. Yeah, he made a comeback. Akiba, right? His name. So Heathcliff came back as a robot, this time as a conscious inside a robot. Apparently he's been dead the whole time, but I'm not sure whether or not this was foreshadowed before this. There are moments where the screen pans to the robot, but it doesn't tell anything. Yeah, but apparently he's in the robot. So he and Mr. Kyoka took down the terrorists, and then Heathcliff opened the engine room and tried to disarm the bomb, right? But before he did that, all his machine part was broken because of that fight before that. Then his girlfriend, I don't remember that scientist's name, that scientist's girlfriend, his ex or something, wishes him out of power of love. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Suddenly the robot literally fixed itself from a broken robot. Mechanical stuff exploded, and suddenly it fixes itself. Doesn't make sense. Literally doesn't make sense. and then the robot rip out the detonator, and the bomb exploded, but minimal explosion, right? Which doesn't make sense. A lot of things doesn't make sense this episode. So they are relieved because the raft is safe, and the terrorists already left the raft using submarine. But when the terrorists then realized that they didn't have enough body, they realized that Vasago's body, they didn't take Vasago's body because they can't find Vasago's body on the STL. So Vasago, I'm pretty sure Vasago is gonna try and kill Kirito. Well, this probably, there are two ways that this can happen, right? The first is Vasago's mind is still stuck in Underworld, but somehow his body is purely, his body wants to kill Kirito that much until he walks himself like a zombie, which doesn't make sense. But hey, it's SAO, it can happen. Or the other thing is, because right now at the current state, Kirito and Asuna almost finished ejecting, right? So it's basically 20 minutes since almost 200 years in Underworld. So there is a chance that the Vasago demon tree in the Underworld have been cut down, and he has been freed. And he wants to get revenge on Kirito. Either way, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the first one. SEO is gonna go with the explanation that doesn't make sense. So I think that's it. I think, and then at the end, we see that Asuna and Kirito try to create move on with their life in Underworld. I think the next episode would focus on that part of the story, their story. Oh, by the way, lastly, before I finish, I'm pretty sure Asuna staying behind is a big brain move. By staying behind with Kirito harem basically went from, I think, 3 in the Underworld, 2 in real life, including Asuna. So Kirito harem goes from 6 until 3, including Asuna in Underworld, because Alice is ejected, Lifa and Sinon is outside, right? So in the Underworld, Kirito is stuck with Asuna, Lie Senpai, and his kohai. 3%. Asuna can definitely win among the 3. So this is basically Asuna big brain moment. Yeah, Asuna is freaking genius. Thank you for watching the video. Please let me know your opinions on this episode on the comments down below. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and follow me on my other platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you.